everybody and remain calm. There is an infection spreading across all Guardians. I don't know how we're supposed to be calm. There's nothing to be calm about. We need to panic. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, I'm going to be explaining absolutely everything in this video and also giving my theories as to how the infection is spread. So first of all, if you have no clue what is happening, there are infections spreading amongst Guardians from various different activities. I've heard people getting this infection in strikes, in the Crucible, etc. So it looks like it's spreading no matter what activity you are doing. What these diseases do is that they give you bonus XP and reputation gain. So they're actually kind of a good disease. But I think they're supposed to be bad. I'm not really sure. But basically there are 5 different diseases. You have Brilliance 3.2, Glory 2.1, Splendor 2.6, Magnificence 2.0, and Fortitude 3.1. Each of them have a different color associated with them, and you can tell that a Guardian is infected and which disease they are infected with by glowy things around their head. They look like little mites kind of just around your head buzzing around. So that is what the infections are. That's their names, and we are able to get them in Destiny right now by playing a bunch of different activities. Now, people are still on the case as to how you actually get these diseases to spread to other people. So I'm going to be giving you guys my experience with how we manage to spread infections to people, and then give you guys some theories on how it actually happens. So I grabbed a bunch of people from Twitter who already had an infection, and we went into a private match. The first infection that we were trying to spread was Brilliance 3.2, which is the green infection. So in the private match, what we were doing is just killing people, picking up orbs from our teammates, and also killing people in their super. So the way that the first infection got transmitted to me is that I killed someone who was infected with my shotgun. If I slow it down here, you can actually see me getting infected. It actually looks like I got hit with Thorn and I have this infection now. And then you can see in the bottom left-hand corner that it says that Brilliance 3.2 was transmitted to Miss 5000 Watts. So that is how we transferred the first one. It was from me just getting a kill on someone with a shotgun. Nothing special happened, just I killed someone who was infected and I got infected from that. Now next up we had someone with Glory, that was Sevens who had Glory, and we wanted to see if we could transmit Glory. So I got onto my Hunter. Now that's worth noting, I do not currently have 2 infections on one character or 3 infections on one character. There are people that have more than 1 infection on one character, but so far I have not been able to transfer a new infection to a character that already has the infection. So I got on my Hunter, we went into another private match, and we tried to transfer Glory to everyone, because pretty much only Sevens had Glory. That's Rise, he's probably Land Squad, but he was the only one that had Glory, so he was going to be able to transfer this to absolutely everyone if we could get the trigger to work. Now the way that I got Glory to transfer to me was that Sevens popped his super and I killed him while he was in his super. Now this seems to be a thing that is somewhat consistent. I've seen other people saying that this works. Killing someone in their super transfers the disease to you. So that's how I've managed to transfer Brilliance and Glory. We've gotten kills, just a regular kill with a shotgun, and also killing someone when they are in their super. Both of these instances were in private matches, so you can totally transfer it within private matches, and that's my story of how I got Glory and Brilliance. Now, in terms of how I think this actually works and what is happening in terms of the transferring of the diseases, it seems to be linked to kills, supers, and orbs. So it's all very super oriented, because people have said that they've gone into strikes and they are infected, they pop their super and make an orb, and their teammates pick up that orb and they transfer the infection like that. So people have definitely been able to transfer infections through orbs, through kills, and through killing someone when they are in their super. So it has definitely not been narrowed down exactly specifically how it happens, but these are the things that have been very consistent in spreading this disease. Now, there is actually more to this whole thing than just these diseases giving us buffs. That's cool, but that is not the end of the story. There is a website that has been made by Bungie called owlsector.bungie.net. If you go to this website, you will see a map of the world, and it is showing on this map little dots, and the colors represent the disease that is spreading throughout the world. So where Guardians have the disease, what disease it is, and where they are located. It also shows you a little pie chart that tells you how many Guardians have each disease. So currently at the making of this video, Brilliance is the most popular, followed by Magnificence, and then Splendor, and then Fortitude is basically non-existent, and Glory is very, very, very tiny as well. And this map is looking like it updates every hour, so this has been changing very frequently. Updates every hour, and it seems to change all the time. Now, there's even more to this website. If you click on Open Owl Sector Records, you can actually see each of the diseases here. Now, the thing is that not each disease currently, as the making of this video, has writing about the disease. So far, it's only Brilliance and Magnificence, but obviously these are all going to be filled in eventually, and hopefully we will have a story. So I will definitely keep you guys updated, but I wanted to make this and let you guys know what is happening. So we're just going to read through Brilliance and Magnificence super quickly. So Brilliance 3.2, Owl Sector Internal OS 16. How long since we last convened? I can still recall the Dawn Calamity, so not long enough. I've got consistent and strange reports coming in from across the system. Try me. A few Guardians in the field report being swarmed by some kind of electronic mite. The first few after visiting the Dust Palace on Mars, but the rest from all over. How bad? Fantastic, apparently, at least. That's what they're yelling over comms. Is Happy shouting a medical issue? Do we take this to the Vanguard? Ikora first. The hidden might know something. So that is what it says about Brilliance. Now, if we go on to Magnificence, I'm going to read that to you guys as well. Report of Bypass Authority Burial OS 16 for Owl Sector Records assigned to Incident Transmission. I have been tasked with returning to the Dust Palace on Mars, which as far as we know is the only link between the Guardians first affected by these overrides. Appropriate contamination equipment has been requisitioned, although specs are for the Dawn Calamity and have not been adjusted. The Owl Sector has determined that our acutest need is information, which is where I come in. The area of interest includes former Clovis Bray buildings, so I expect my skills in cryptography, biosignature falsification, and historical architecture to be thoroughly exercised. So that's what we have so far, guys. The Dust Palace was where this originally happened, and now it's spread to Guardians everywhere, and Guardians are spreading it to one another. What the hell is happening? I have no freaking clue. I'm trying to figure out exactly how things are spread. So far, I only know that it's spread through orbs, killing people, and killing someone in their super. So if you have any more ideas, please strap on your tinfoil hats and leave it in the comment section. I want to know all of your theories about everything. This is super exciting. I'm really happy that Bungie did something like this. It's pulling the community together and getting us all to kind of try and figure out what's going on. And it's just really awesome. Plus, we get double XP and rep gain, which is crazy. So far, it seems that it's like a 24% increase, which is huge. So like I said, guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this disease thing? What disease do you have? How did you get the disease? Let's come together as a community and figure it out. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you awesome people later. Bye.